Hi everyone, Darth Salty here. So, I've been thinking a little bit lately about time, history, and the Earth. Because, well, I just think about random things sometimes. That's what I do. But I started going down this rabbit hole of deep time and geologic timescale. I started thinking about these concepts and how oftentimes we don't really consider how large or how old certain things are. Well, today I've decided to put some of these things in perspective. So, using Google Maps, I'm going to calculate geologic timescales in calculations of 1 inch equaling 1 year. So let's start in Central Park in New York City, in particular at the Bethesda fountain. So, in inches, let's go back from this point at the fountain to the era of the Founding Fathers. That's about 244 years ago, and that's about 20 feet away. So moving west, that gets us to right about here. Now, let's travel back to the height of the Roman Empire, roughly 2,000 years ago. This is the time of Jesus and the origins of Christianity. That gets us about 166 feet away, into the grass and trees just off the Fountain Plaza. Okay, so let's go back a little further. Now we're almost in front of Cherry Hill at 375 feet away. You know how far back in time we are? The Egyptian pyramids are being built at roughly 4,500 years ago. Keep in mind, these are all ballpark numbers, not anything exact, so don't call me out on a small discrepancy here and there. Now, let's keep traveling back. Modern humans are estimated to have began leaving Africa at about 100,000 years ago. Let's see how far west of the Bethesda fountain we can get. That puts us here, right smack in the middle of the Hudson River, about 1.5 miles away from the fountain. That's a pretty big jump from the age of the pyramids. It's crazy to think that in the course of modern human history, the Egyptian pyramids were built right here in the last 400 feet of that 1.5 miles. Continuing further back, we go to the first use of tools by human ancestors, about 2.5 million years ago. On this jump, we end up just west of Chester, New Jersey, about 39 miles away from Central Park. That's pretty crazy to think of. Now let's go back to the extinction of the dinosaurs, about 66 million years ago. Any ideas where this puts us? West side of Pennsylvania, maybe? Not even close. 66 million years measured in inches puts us just southwest of Des Moines, Iowa. That's right. The time gap between the dinosaurs and human ancestors beginning to use tools is the distance from Iowa to New Jersey using inches as years. So how long were the dinosaurs around? The first ones emerged somewhere around 240 million years ago. Where does that put us on the map? West Coast? Nope. Further. That puts us almost exactly centered between Los Angeles and Hawaii in the Pacific Ocean. Dinosaurs were living on Earth for a very long time, far longer than any human or any of our ancestors did. Okay, the Cambrian Explosion is an event in geologic history where most major animal phyla first appeared. Before this time, much of the life on Earth was single-celled, very simple organisms. On Google Maps, the most direct path now changes to move over the Arctic and ends up somewhere around Thailand. The beginnings of life on Earth is estimated to be about 3.7 billion years ago. This now puts us about a quarter of the way to the moon. Going back to the formation of the Earth gets us almost halfway there. Okay, last one. The Big Bang. The beginning of it all. The origin of the universe. Each year, as an inch, starting at the Bethesda Fountain in Central Park, New York. How far away are we? We're in orbit around the moon. Pretty crazy.